Jy sê jy voel beter my ouma.
Ja, jong. Man.
We had a great night's rest next to the Orange River, close to the Groot Melkboom. We headed up the riverside dune to where the remnants of the old tree still stands. There's nothing like thick sand directly after breakfast to get the nerves settled.
Right, gents, so everyone's getting stuck a little there. I'm heading to the right. I'm going to nail it. Let's speed this time. Let's see. Getting on the bike first thing in the morning without any getting used to it. Giving your utmost best. Thick sand is not ideal, but that is what we have.
Little did Altus and Werner know that this was only the first bit of more than 100 kilometers of deep desert sand riding for the day.
Nou, verstaan ons die stad.
I truly hope that's the case, because the next 25 kilometers to the main Goodhouse gravel road is nothing but sand. Everyone seemed to be reveling in the morning's ride, snaking its way up the dry riverbed into the hills.
Keep the pace up, keep to the left if you can. You can pass me, Altus, I'll be just behind you. Barry, you behind me. Yes, sir. That good, brother. Force that knee into the tank on the outside and stick the arse out. Alright, gentlemen, we're almost at the crossing of the big road. And then we've done the first 4x4 trail section of the day. You all did rather well. There were moments, we all managed, so there's actually nothing to worry about.
So far, so good. And preferably it stays that way.
Nice! In the face! Ah, sorry, brah. This is pretty beautiful, boys. Wow, look at that.
Fine, you still okay?
Yep, good.
You can see Cassie behind you still?
Yeah, thank you. I'm enjoying myself. It's like meditation.
Het jy in jou lewe gedink jy gaan hier met 'n skooter doen?
Nee, maar stop, hierdie is 'n noteworthy foto neem nou. Nee, dit was lekker.
It's amazing.
Een speakerplug.
Making a mark. I suppose this is slightly more environmentally friendly than taking a leak against the sun, which is also making a mark. I don't know. I'm in two minds about it.
So, first casualty. Thank you.
Sometimes you tend to think that you have to save it in the track.
That was me.
Sometimes the save is outside of the track.
Absolutely.
I never thought in my life I'm going to come through what we just did on a motorbike. And that's adventure riding. And come and ride here. It's spectacular.
Time to head to the Henkries Road. But not via the usual Goodhouse route. One evening, while doing late-night route planning, I happened to notice a lovely desolated track on Google Earth, crossing a red dune area south of Goodhouse. This was the little surprise that we were all heading to.
Look at the quartzite, huh? And all of a sudden there's a white one right in front of us. It's like someone came and dropped it here. Oh man, the terrible things we have to do. I'm not gonna do it. It's an alien landscape almost, man. It is really, really nice. And the thing is, it's not every day you get the opportunity to ride through something like this, to be in this. I mean, there are people who give their front teeth to be here. And look at it. Huh? Just look at it. It's indescribably beautiful. And the colors.
The unexplored little track took us through beautiful sandy flats, up loose climbs strewn with boulders, and along the edges of some very intimidating drop-offs.
Don't fall down this hill.
Ek het gedink Pierre is geval voor my. Geval ek, die stop ek want ek wil nie daar gaan ry nie.
Rewarding us with truly spectacular views.
Check out view. Holy moly, holy moly. So ek sê vandag nie baie sanderig nie. Holy shit, this is beautiful. Val deel op. Dus hierdie staan het ons eintlik. Kom voor dit, staan hier so, check die view. Oh. Hey. Yeah, hang on. Yeah, okay, ready?
Ja. Thank you.
And we just go down slowly. Just walking it off.
Yeah, it's best to sit because I saw standing, not necessarily the
Standing's not
best
going to work.
Yeah.
Just sit down, go slowly. Look at these lovely trees.
Descending this enormous dune was a truly memorable experience.
Are we there yet? Right, we're heading toward the shade, gents. Once we're at the bottom, there's going to be a lovely rest. Stick it, keep going.
I was glad that we approached the dune from this side, descending into the valley. Going up would have been near on impossible. The tallest of two solitary camel thorn trees gave some respite from the extreme heat. Time for a quick break and a snack in the shade. And then it was onward again, riding in a westerly direction across the red sandy flats towards the Henkies gravel road. Rikus and I rode ahead, picking up the pace and enjoying the fast-flowing track, while a strange desert traffic jam suddenly appeared mid-pack, accompanied by the usual bumper bashing.
Sorry, man. Sorry. Hang op. Is jy right? Sorry, man. Ek probeer vinnig nie stop vir hulle.
Adrian nearly used Fani as a speed bump.
Thanks, man.
While I was ahead following and learning from one of the best sand riders in the business, Fani was still adding to his already impressive portfolio of blast properties. When we reached the Henkrys Road, we stopped to fill up our water supplies and do some impromptu field repairs.
Probeer hom nie te mors nie, want die kamera is ook hier in die kant sakkie.
Waar kan ons op hier?
Hier voor.
So just a quick friendly gear tip, especially for all those 1250 riders out there. We know that gear is essential. The branding is essential. It has to be perfect. And all those forums on tires, what will perform the utmost best and the safest in these very harsh environments. We find that this is the ideal tire. So if you could get to your local BMW dealer and then get these knobs removed so they look like this, and then I mean you can ride through the most challenging desert area that you want to, because that's how real men do it.
With the much anticipated Oemoep riverbed and the short but very steep Akkedis pass within spitting distance, we raced down the Henkrys Road to the turn-off on the last but most challenging off-road track of the day. And within 5 minutes, we have the first big incident, barely captured on camera. Istian goes down in a cloud of dust. His front washes out and he hits the ground hard. But true to form, he insists on picking his bike up himself. And then he heads out back on the track to join the rest of the group. Istian sucks it up, and it's only later, when Fani again expands his Plaas franchise, that we hear about Istian's crash. We check in on him. He took the crash like a champ and gives us the thumbs up. We head deeper into the desert, further and further away from civilization.
Okay, so gentlemen, we're standing at the start of, shall we say, a bit of a sand test.
Yeah, for the first time today, we're going to do some sand.
Apparently, yes. This is it's a riverbed, a dry riverbed. It's about 2 kilometers. It's not a lot, but it's well traversed by 4x4s that do the Eco 4x4 route. So there are lots of tracks. There's no real virgin sand, and it's a mess. There's a lot of these grey lurker rocks lying diagonally in the sand, just like razor blades. You just see the tops.
Well, that's fantastic to know that.
So
Thanks.
you just be on the lookout for those lurkers, and don't be afraid to hit the ridges, the sand ridges. There are a couple on the right-hand side. There will be a sand ridge. If you want to jump it and stay on it, go for it. But remember here, it's everything you've learned today again about sand. You've just remembered again today. Is going to be applied here. And if you fall here, just fall away from the bike. Cool.
Okay.
Lekker. Because you got this.
We have to have this.
You got this.
Yeah,
There's
come this far.
can't turn around.
No
We didn't
medics.
come this far just to come this
No
far.
medics. No bike forward. No bike pickup. This is it. Okay. Don't screw it up. Let's not get injured, shall we?
Okay.
This part of the Oemoep River is a well-known and well-traversed part of the Namakwa Eco 4x4 trail. The sand can be devilishly deep, but today, the desert is kind to us. The riverbed is much more solid than the last time I went through it. I stop at the rock, marking the exit out of the Oemoep River, and direct the team into one of the dried up tributaries. And faster than expected, we arrive at the bottom of Akkedis Pass, a short but nasty little climb. Half of the group charge up the track, while Kassie walks all the way down again after overheating his clutch on the incline because of a faulty electronic program setting.
So just quickly switching off my traction control, totally off, which is a mission in itself, and also the wheelie control, because what I'm going to do now is go up a very steep and very rocky climb with holes, plenty of tire-size holes. So quickly just doing that, activating the G, and like you know, there's a lot of things that need to happen on this bike. And then I need to switch this on so we can capture it for posterity. Meet GoPro. Right. So yeah, well, let's see what happens. I can only drop the bike, and that's about all that can happen, and I've been doing that rather frequently. Here we go.
At the top, I realize that the truck with a small wheeled trailer is going to struggle getting up this hill. So I head back down again to show them the alternative track on the neighboring hillside, and to check if Kassie's clutch has cooled down enough for us to readjust the play on the cable. This could be the difference between Kassie loading his bike on the trailer or joining us again for the rest of the ride.
So, seems like, just quickly came down again. Seems like we have to load a bike. Clutch. Luckily, I don't have that worry. I'll tell you now straight, if I didn't have a clutch, well, if I had a clutch going up there the first time, I would have pulled it. I would have chickened out and pulled it, and I would have stalled, and I would have been stuck there. So, for all the issues I have with DCT, this is redemption.
Luckily, we managed to adjust Kassie's clutch just enough for it to still work. And we all head up the alternative, friendlier climb, with the truck right behind us. Heavily laden with water, fuel, luggage, and a sizable amount of camera equipment, battery units, and generators, the Navara sure-footedly dragged the heavy trailer through the tight, rock-lined route. An impressive sight and an impressive drive. We were now on the last part of the Namakwa Eco 4x4 route for the day, heading towards the N7 highway and a fuel stop before we arrive at our overnight destination in Kruuuz. But from here on in, the tight tracks will open up. The ever-present sand will mark our route with colorful changes, while quiver trees and ridges punctuate the exquisite beauty of this countryside that few have the pleasure to experience. There's no more rewarding adventure riding in South Africa. Make sure to visit this pristine area. Come and feel part of something bigger than yourself. Ride the open sandy plateau disappearing over the horizon alongside great friends that share your sense of awe. Come and experience open spaces in its most honest and brutal form. And pay your respects to the ancient trees lining the route, to the people working tirelessly to conserve this area for future generations. And learn. Use every opportunity to learn about the rocks, about the game, the mountains, the magic of the Orange River. And keep on riding. Keep on exploring. Join us again as we head deeper into the Richtersveld, share special moments, say goodbye to old friends, and then spend some quality time inside the helmet. Remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on your notifications for a heads up of the next Footpeg Diaries installment.